It's Wednesday, February 1st, 2006. Headlining our news at this hour. Snow day. Eastern Newfoundland is being hit by the first major storm of the year. Not running. Brian Tobin says he will not seek the federal Liberal leadership. And the Auditor General has released his annual report. We'll have the details. This is NTV Newsday.
Good afternoon, everyone. -3 outside. We've got a temperature of -10 with the wind chill, and it is pretty blustery. Let's take you outside and give you a brief look at what you can expect if you're heading out today. That's a live shot from Confederation Building. We're going to be checking in with Toni Wiseman, who's going to tell us more about the weather forecast. She's standing by live outside the Confederation Building. You can barely see there. Obviously, visibility greatly reduced today. We've got a blizzard warning, which she's going to tell us more about in just a moment. Some other live shots. This is outside our studios here on Logie Bay Road. Roads in eastern Newfoundland today, snow-covered and slippery and a little bit dangerous. We're going to show you more road conditions now. If your travels are going to take you across the highway, probably a good idea to stay off for the next day or so as the storm continues. This is the shot looking east at the Foxtrap Way Scales, looking west at Goobies on the Trans-Canada Highway. Actually, we're down in Salt Pond there, Route 220 through Salt Pond. Looking southeast, road conditions not the greatest. Obviously near Goobies again on the Trans-Canada Highway, road conditions snow-covered, slippery, reduced visibility and blowing snow. In central Newfoundland, as we move to Grand Falls, Windsor. Well, a couple of days ago they had a big storm. Today it's our turn. Road conditions clear and dry with good visibility. Springdale, again the Trans-Canada Highway, road conditions clear and dry, again good visibility. On the west coast of the province today near Pinsbrook, clear, dry pavement with good visibility. Southwest coast near the Channel Port of Ask Way Scales. Road conditions, things a little bit slippery down there, partly snow-covered, a little bit slushy. On the northern peninsula, Route 430 through Flowers Cove, not too bad today. Up on the Branch Road in Lancelot, in Labrador, road conditions not bad, under a mixture of sun and cloud. And in Happy Valley Goose Bay today, again, a nice, beautiful, bright blue sky. Temperature's pretty cold, though, -15, going down to -25 overnight. Road conditions not too bad with that sunshine. We're going to tell you more about road conditions a little bit later and the weather forecast in detail, which is, in fact, our top story. A major winter storm, the first of the year, is bearing down on the eastern part of Newfoundland.
Hi, Fred. Actually, we are outside Confederation Building today, and except for a bit of strong wind, it's not actually too bad. As you can see, the wind just took my breath away. It's only about -3, -4 degrees. And let's face it, this is what we all wanted. Well, maybe not all of us. Maybe I didn't want this. But many people, of course, did want the snow, and they have received it. We are expecting, before it's all over here on the Avalon Peninsula, anywhere between 25 to 45 centimeters of snow. The wind is gusting at times up to 100 to 110 kilometers per hour. Of course, as Fred mentioned, many offices closed here in the city of St. John's and around the province, including Marine Atlantic, who is going to stay off its regular runs for at least 24 hours. Of course, we'll have a forecast for you in detail later with the AMAC weather forecast. But first, it's back to Fred and today's top news story. Fred?
Thank you, Toni Marie. We will check in with Toni for the detailed weather forecast. Here in St. John's, the Eastern School District made the decision bright and early this morning that classes would be canceled for at least the morning. They've made the decision now to keep the schools closed for the day. Just about every school, actually, east of Clarenville, closed today. Many businesses are closed or are planning to close their doors this afternoon. If you have an appointment, perhaps with a doctor or a dentist today, probably a good idea to call ahead. And that goes for air travelers as well. I'm just looking at the St. John's Airport Authority website here on the computer in front of me, and a lot of the flights for this morning or for the early part of this afternoon are canceled or delayed. And that in part, not only because of our own weather conditions, obviously, but because of things that are happening in Halifax. And we've got some shots to show you from there as well. Obviously, things in Halifax, not much better than here in St. John's and in Mount Pearl. On the Burin Peninsula and the Bonavista Peninsula in Clarenville today, they're getting hit by the same weather system. About 30 to 40 centimeters of snow falling in the Halifax area. Many of the flights, if not all, have been canceled out of Halifax today. And again, we're keeping a close eye on the weather situation for you today. And here in this province, if you have an appointment this afternoon, road conditions are pretty slippery. It's blustery. Good idea to phone ahead. And if you don't absolutely have to go, good idea to put it off. And we're going to check in with Toni Marie a little bit later to get the detailed weather forecast. It's not over yet, folks. I can tell you that for sure. The details coming up in just a little while. First, some other news today. Well, Brian Tobin has ruled out a shot at the federal Liberal